Is win, win, win every single day. It's the Enforcers, head ref, and justice for all. Game executioner Cleopatris von Ludwigus, commander of the armies of the North, general of the Felix Legions. Did you get all that? Jam ref Scoldin Hot Coffee and Volt Groom. Front pack ref Wild Thrill Hiccup. Backpack ref Actually. Penalty tracker E.T. Girl Friday. Penalty tracker assistant Brooklyn Reffer. On scoreboard, E.T. Elena needs a better nickname. Penalty box, E.T. Dorky and Dangerous and E.T. Dizzy Stradlin. Eyes in the sky, D-Cup Reffeth Over and Refcon 1. And your whiteboard, E.T. Scary Fisher. One more time for the Enforcers.
All right, we'd like to thank our EMTs, the doll repair team, the track monkeys, and the rad crew. Our DJ today is DJ MacBook Pro, everybody. We've got some derby docents around here to answer your derby questions. I'm Eva Lee, and this is Trixie Biscuit.
What's up?
And we will be your announcers this afternoon. And now for the safety warning.
In the event of an emergency, please make your way to the nearest lighted exit in an orderly fashion. The main building exit is located through those pink doors you entered. The assembly point is directly outside the doors. Please notify our site manager and the representative of the Vernon Fire Marshal. They're here if any emergencies arise.
All right, and now, performing the national anthem is a pre-recorded version that will remind you of every 70s sports film you've ever seen. All right, and now I have one question for you. Are you ready for roller derby action? Come on, Los Angeles! Let's give it up for these wonderful skaters. Let's congratulate them on finishing camp. And let's get excited for some roller derby action. Are you excited, Trixie?
I'm always excited, Eva Lee, but I'm always especially excited for these camp bouts. We get to see some of our returning skaters and some brand new faces out there on the track. They've been working hard all week, and we can't wait to see what they've got for us.
All right, I believe that's Chicken Noodle Swoop up there for the bleach team. I want to say for the pink team, she seems to be the lead jammer. Now, basically, the jammers are the ones with stars on their helmets. They have to make it through the pack. Once they do, the first one is the lead jammer, and she can call off the jam at any time by putting her hands on the hips, which is exactly what she did there. And that was, I believe, Tenacious DS calling off that jam. I'll do this again on the next jam, so maybe we can get a little bit more information for those here for the very first time. Okay, once again, jammers have stars on their helmets. They have to get through the pack of blockers. Once they do, they have to go around the track. When they re-enter the pack, every member of the opposing team that they pass is a point. Lead jammer has the chance to either skate the full 60 seconds of the jam or call it off at any time by putting her hands on her hips. She sees the opposing jammer come up behind her and calls it off. It's a little score management there, and I believe it's going to keep the game 0-0.
That's right. Diva Destruction fell entering the pack and got up just in time to hop past Chublaka, got her hips past Chewy's hips, and that's 1 point for the pink team.
All right, we have got our first point on the board. Make some noise, Los Angeles! Team Bleach out front in the lead jammer position. You can also tell the lead jammer because there's an enforcer in the middle wearing a headband on the helmet that is the color corresponding with their uniform. So that's how you can tell right now that the white jammer is the lead jammer because Voltron is pointing at her.
That's right, lead jammer Phoenix for Team Bleach. She has passed all of the blockers. She's just got one more to go. But it looks like time ran out on that jam, or she called it off, one of the two. 60 seconds, or when the jammer hits both her hips. Any way you slice it, that's 4 points for Team Bleach.
And they take the lead. So far, no penalties, which is good. So we have full packs, both jammers. Okay, the jammer for Team Bleach goes into the infield, has to re-enter that pack without advancing her position. That's Guillotina, Betcher.
That's right, Guillotina got met down low by Cute Brute. Now she's getting up high. Her teammate Black and Blueberry Pie sets the pick, and Guillotina Belcher's out in lead.
Yeah, she is a lead jammer, and she has got some really good speed coming into that pack. Her blockers, they have got to find a help her through by making a path.
Yeah, you just saw Grim Burton break free of the wall, holding back the pink jammer in order to try to break her jammer free and get some points on the board for Team Bleach.
Now the pink jammer, she is out, but she is not the lead jammer. That's why the enforcer in the middle with the pink headband on his helmet is doing that little X out sign.
Four points for white, no points for pink, and the Team Bleach extends their lead to 8-1.
Looks like we have somebody going into the penalty box right there. Yeah, that's Black and Blueberry Pie. She will be out this jam for a penalty, so they will be, Team Bleach will be down. She got a directional block penalty. So their team is short one blocker, so that gives an advantage to Team Pink, which is down currently. They've got 1 point, and Team Bleach has 8.
And with so many bodies on the track, you would think, well, what's one blocker sitting down? But I'll tell you what, it makes a big difference. As you see, as number 33, Speedy Wonder, makes short work of that pack, gets through, calls it off.
Getting 4 points for her team. Bringing it 5 for Team Sweaty, 8 for Team Bleach.
Johnny Crash takes the line for Team Bleach up against Revolution for Team Sweaty.
And we got Cute Brute in the penalty box with an arms penalty for Team Sweaty.
Now, as you can notice, Eva Lee, we've got a bit of a size difference between this pack and the previous pack. The teams do this for safety. They won't put the younger, newer skaters up against the big bad blocking types that we have in the other jams.
I gotta say, man, the level of determination on this skater's face is so unbelievably incredible. And she was about to be passed by the jammer for Team Bleach, and she kept on going. She's trying to call it off, but she's not the lead jammer. She's the lead jammer of our hearts, though. All right, let's make a little noise for roller derby, everybody. Yeah!
Firefox puts on the star for Team Sweaty, up against Lil Sweetie, number 22 in white.
Nobody in the penalty box? Now that was a little bit confusing there because it looked like Firefox went into the infield and wanted to make sure she wasn't re-entering that pack. by advancing her position, or she could get a penalty on that.
That's right, Eva Lee. In this year's version of the rules, as long as you don't pass anyone, advancing your position after you exit the track, you are able to get off the track and correct it.
Wow, look at these jammers are really battling to get up front. Little Sweetie versus Firefox.
And it is so tiring when you get up behind one of those tight walls. It is tough to pour it on and make your escape, but that's just what Firefox does.
Yeah, she is your lead jammer.
Looks like little Sweetie lost a toe stop in that jam.
Uh-oh. Some excellent work there by our defensive blockers. Put up a really solid pack, making it very difficult for the jammers to get through. But we did get 2 points for Team Sweaty. And we do have, and it looks like we have a jammer in the penalty box. That's right. Firefox is in there with an arms penalty, so that is going to make this jam a power jam. Advantage to Team Bleach, who does have one of their blockers in the penalty box. All right, a little bit of a slow-moving pack. They are looking for that jammer to come through. She is very carefully trying to find her path as her teammates are working on a way to clear a path for her the best they can. Coming up on the rail. She's coming up through on that high side.
That's right, cheer her on, folks. Pink Poison is anchoring that wall in front, but she's getting pressure. Johnny Crash introduces her into the infield. Chicken Noodle Swoop is ready for White to assist her jammer through that pack, but will she be able to get past Diva Destruction? Rather, Notorious DS, goodness.
I'll tell you, just the wall of the Team Sweaty up there is a little intimidating.
Tenacious DS, sorry, all these long names, I can't get them out before the end of the jam. Tenacious DS is exactly what the pink team had in that last jam.
It certainly is. Oh yeah, we got an aggressive pack coming as the jammers are trying to break through.
And Serious Black and Blue makes her way out. Lead jammer for pink.
A jammer for Team Bleach, not to be left behind. She is out of the pack as Guillotina Belcher.
Oh, you just can't stop those fast feet of Serious Black and Blue with some amazing footwork. She fights her way through that pack and calls it off.
Gets 4 points and bringing it to a 1-point game. 11 points for Team Sweaty, 12 for Team Bleach. Looks like we got Speedy Wonder sitting in the penalty box for Team Sweaty.
Seems like a severely reduced pack out there for Team Sweaty.
Yeah, and there goes Cute Brute goes into it.
Now, every team's got to field at least 2 blockers, so we're going to have to take a little official timeout while they figure out what's what. Which gives us the opportunity to give us some shout-outs to skaters and to the crowd. Liliana Narvez says, shout out to the Derby Doll coaches for an awesome week. She also wants to say to Pink Poison, AKA Rosa, Pink Poison, your family is proud of you and your persistence. They love you 1 million times around the track and back. That's so sweet. I'm gonna have to tell my mom about shout outs. I want a shout out one of these days.
I'd like to give a shout out to Trixie Biscuit, the most awesome announcing partner you can have. I love you, Trixie. We've been doing this junior camp since the beginning of it, way back in the golf. I announced all those things back then myself. And you're always the one rushing around trying to give me some lineups, but it's always great to see this happen.
Yeah, camp is absolutely a team effort, and it takes a lot of work from a lot of folks. Oop. And I'm going to interrupt my rhapsodizing about the coaching team so that I can tell you about some penalties.
Yeah, we have Speedy Wonder in the penalty box for Team Sweaty with a low block, joined by Cute Brute with a directional block. And then in the penalty for Team Bleach, we've got Jude Blocka in there with a directional block, and she is joined by Black and Blueberry Pie, also with a directional block.
That directional block means that they took a step in the wrong direction. Once the first whistle blows, everybody's got to take off in that counterclockwise direction. If they take so much as one step the wrong way, they get a stopping penalty or a directional block.
Wow, taking big advantage of those thinned out packs. Team Bleach jumps right out ahead. Though we got a bit of a jammer race here because we got two very fast skaters coming into some very thinned out packs. Oh, in the inside! That was TNT.
TNT almost won that jammer battle, but she was knocked out at the last second. You cannot call off the jam while you're in the infield. You can call it off on the track if you've fallen, but if you're fallen in the infield, you have to get back on the track on your feet before you can call it off.
All right, we got 4 points for Team Bleach because they got the ghost points on that. Ghost points would be representing people in the penalty box. 16 to 11, everybody. Advantage, Team Bleach.
The whistle blows, the jammers take off. And once again, we've got a slow pack, but everybody's staying together really well.
Great defensive work there.
Oh, Little Sweetie forces that pink jammer into the infield. Excellent blocking from Little Sweetie. Johnny Crash takes over as Pink Poison goes left, goes right, and tries to find a way through. She does.
Yeah, Team Bleach keeps trying to put up a wall, but Team Sweaty's been doing a pretty good job of tearing it down.
And I'll tell you, in Derby at any level, if you've got those walls down, that is most of the game right there.
All right, Team Sweaty coming into a point scoring position.
Fantastic situational awareness from that pink jammer. She found those holes and dove through them without a second of hesitation.
And that's it, 60 seconds is up.
Pink Poison bags a full pull, 5 points.
They got a tied game, everybody. We got a tied game, and we also have Firefox in the penalty box with a above shoulders penalty for Team Sweaty. Tied game.
Just 3 minutes left in this first quarter. And Mojo Mayhem slips past Cute Brute at the front of that pack for lead jammer, white team.
Yeah, she's making quick work of that track. Does a little spin on through.
Mojo Mayhem doing it with style.
Look at the blocking there from Team Bleach, doing an incredible job of holding back Team Sweaty.
Shreddy Mercury just getting hung up at that rail by Little Sweetie as Mojo makes it through one more time for another full pull.
Time runs out. Excellent. Hey, I like your makeup, kid.
Mojo Mayhem evilly likes your style.
What's the tally on that one? 10 points. 10 big points for Team Bleach. And going in the penalty box, we got TNT for Team Sweaty with a low blocking penalty.
So Team Sweaty wearing pink are down 1 blocker. Doesn't seem to stop either of these jammers. Firefox and Johnny Crash escaped at just about the same time.
Oh! Firefox into that pack, calls it off.
Boy, but Johnny Crash found her way through. It's going to be a tough call to see how many points each side picked up. Three points for pink and 2 for white on that jam.
Bringing it to 19 to 28, advantage Team Bleach. 1 minute left on the first quarter clock. Team Sweaty, lead jammer. And that would be Serious Black and Blue. Wow.
It's a little friendly fire there as the pink team kind of led their blockers into the opposing jammer there.
Now right now the jammer for Team Bleach, she's got to decide if she's going to be a jammer or blocker. She gets past her though. She had so much speed going on her right there.
Oh yeah, Serious Black and Blue was determined to get that last point, and she sure enough did. We got time for one more jam though before the close of this quarter.
And they bring it up to 24 to 28, advantage Team Bleach.
Head ref Metallica calling for one more jam, and the teams have decided to comply. I don't know, I might not be that quick to get up there. I'd be ready for my 5-minute quarter break myself.
I need to go dunk my head in a thing of ice water. Is there a giant vat of ice water I can dunk my head in, please?
You know, I'll look in my purse, but I'm pretty sure I didn't pack my giant thing of ice water.
Jesus, do we have a giant vat of ice water around here? Huh?
Can somebody please dump a bucket of Gatorade on my partner?
Please. Please. All right. Last jam of the first quarter.
Oh, Little Sweetie with the head fake at the front of the pack. She's out in lead.
Out in lead, wanting to make sure that they're going to enter the second quarter, keeping that lead for Team Bleach.
Revolution still fighting her way through the pack.
Looks like Finding Glory was trying to move her way up to stop her, but she gets out of the pack anyway. Still got some time on the clock.
A fantastic assist from number 23, Firefox. She blocks Johnny Crash and gets her jammer out of that pack.
Head up to the rail. Trying to find her way through that pack. Oh, she's got some footwork going.
Finding Gory held Little Sweetie for a second, but it wasn't long enough. Little Sweetie moved her feet, she got out of there and picked up some more points for Team Bleach.
All right, everybody, we've got a quick 5-minute break. We would check though, how many of you have been here? Is this the very first time? 24 for Team Sweaty, 37 for Team Bleach. Who's rooting for Team Sweaty out there? Any Team Sweaty fans?
Make some noise if you're cheering for the pink team.
All right, how about any fans for Team Bleach wearing white? Thank you, sorry.
Diva Destruction donning that star for the Team Sweaty up against Mojo Mayhem in white.
Starting off the jam with nobody in the penalty box.
Bella Blitz starts it off by introducing that pink jammer to the infield, but she shakes it off, gets up, and plows right on through the pack. There goes Diva Destruction.
And there's a jammer for Team Bleach making her way out. That's Mojo Mayhem. Calls it up before Mojo can get into a point scoring position.
Finding Gory jamming for Team Sweaty, and Phoenix for the white team, Team Bleach. You know, Evilee, the pink team, Team Sweaty, had a slight advantage in getting the first jammer out, lead jammer, and they do it again right now. But I think the big difference on the scoreboard is that 10-point jam that the white team put up when they had a power jam.
That's right, that could be a huge situation there. Although Finding Gory looking to finding some points.
Coach Jagerbaum says to call it, and that's just what Finding Gory does. She hits her hips and calls off that jam. I always like to see the different styles that the jammers have up on that line. Some of them like to get up close, some of them like to get up high, and these two don't want anything to do with each other, Evilee.
And now they really don't, because it looks like we have one going in the penalty box, because Phoenix got an illegal block at the last jam. So that's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a power jam advantage. Team Sweaty, there's one jammer on the floor, one team that can score, and they are wearing pink.
That's right, Speedy Wonder's got the star, but Mojo Mayhem and Grim Burton have got her locked up in turn 2.
Yeah, there's a nice wall being put up by Team Bleach, or Team Sweaty blockers want to go try to break it up.
Cupert with a huge can opener, and then number 33, Speedy, is able to take advantage of it. She's out with 22 seconds left in the jam.
Yeah, Little Sweetie is doing a pretty good job up there, along with Mojo Mayhem. I hate falling on the high side.
It takes so much energy to get up and get going again. It's the toughest place to come off the track.
It's tough because you're not only getting back up, it's not just a lateral movement of getting up. It's hard to get your speed going.
And speaking of Little Sweetie, as we just were, real heads-up play from her, charging forward and reforming that wall at the front of the pack towards the end of that jam.
Looks like we got a timeout being called by Team Sweaty. 37 for Team Bleach. Oh, wait, sorry, 4 points? 4 points for Team Sweaty. Bringing it to 32-37. We got a 5-point game. Since 2009, the official helmet of the Derby Dolls, S1 helmets. Hey, if you ride one of those little scooters around town, wear a helmet.
Please wear a helmet, and please ride in the street, for goodness sakes.
All right, like I said, pink team, Team Sweaty, is down one blocker for this jam. And Team Bleach is taking advantage of that with Bella Blitz as the lead jammer. Not to count out Sirius Black and Blue, who has made it out of the pack.
TNT delays that jammer at the back, but just for a second, she charges ahead and calls off the jam.
You know, I have a friend with a radio show on Sirius Radio. I think I'm gonna have to get a picture of a Sirius Black and Blue shirt to send to her. Maybe get her a sponsorship. Waiting for the thumbs. Thumbs are lifted, and the whistle is blown. All right, Pink Jammer is the first one to come in contact with the pack.
Yeah, it's looking like, looks like Revolution is holding back that white jammer at the back all by herself.
The white team, they're putting up a two-wall, but the thing is they're getting away from the pack, and they're being told they have to re-enter that pack or they will start giving penalties, giving an advantage for Team Sweaty and for their blocker to get out of the pack.
That's right, the pack is the biggest group of skaters from both teams, not including the jammers, that are skating together, and they've got to stay within about 5 feet of each other. You can go about 20 feet in front or 20 feet in back, but if you exceed that, the refs are going to tell you you're out of play and you have to stop blocking and get back to the pack.
Pink Poison entering that pack, takes a tumble. And as all roller derby people know how to do, when you fall down, you get right back up.
That's about the second rule of roller derby, the first rule being put your mouth guard in.
Yeah, seriously.
And Pink Poison and the pink team have picked up 3 points on that jam. They're picking away at that lead, 41-36.
We do have a penalty against Finding Gory of Team Sweaty. She's got a directional block.
Let's see if Mojo Mayhem is going to be able to take advantage of that for the white team.
Now, right through on the inside. But do not count out Speedy Wonder.
She does live up to that name. Mojo sees Firefox setting up on the inside line and says, we're not going to do that today. Calls it off and exits the track. That's a smart decision rather than just crashing into somebody from behind, which not only is a penalty, but it's also really dangerous. So we like to see that kind of thoughtful play from Mojo Mayhem.
A lot of quick thinking in roller derby.
It's the only kind you can do. There's no time for anything else.
Yes, when you got wheels on your feet, you gotta think fast and you gotta move fast.
Chicken Noodle Swoop is leading for Team Bleach, and she looks thrilled about it. I'm thrilled about her name. I got so excited when I saw that on the roster. But it looks like Chicken Noodle Swoop has picked up that back block I was just talking about. She entered the pack and hit a Revolution in the back, so she's going to be sitting down for this next jam. That makes this a power jam in favor of the pink team.
Yeah, that was a back blocking penalty, as you called it.
Well, I didn't call it. Voltron called it, but I saw him call it, and that's almost as good.
That's some quick thinking. All right, once again, one jammer on the floor, one team that can score, and that jammer is wearing pink. They're down right now, 37-45. Let's see if she can change that. Getting a lot of resistance there. That's a Diva Destruction, correct?
That is Diva Destruction. It looks like she picked up all the points, but she was just about to exit when Grim Burton threw one of her teammates into Diva, knocking her to the infield, and now they were able to recapture her into the pack.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Well, you can do it. It's
well,
perfectly
you can in
legal.
a way, as long as it doesn't result in someone losing their positioning.
Yeah. And it turned out it was a good idea because they were able to recapture her, burn the rest of the time off that clock, and keep the damage to just 5 points.
42 to 45. Bring it to a 3-point game. Advantage to Team Bleach.
Cute Brute for Team Sweaty squares off against 88Q Sweet Baby Rage.
Wow, a lot of aggression entering that pack.
Sweet Baby Rage takes that inside line. She's able to hold off all comers, and she's lead jammer.
But Cute Brute, she ain't giving up. Oh! Both jammers through, I believe, before she could call it off.
Fantastic apex jump by Cute Brute, stealing 4 points. That's a 4-4 jam. One of the strategy keys to roller derby, Evilly, is knowing when to call it off. If you get all your points, but you don't call it off before the other person scores, then you're giving it away.
We do have a penalty against Team Sweaty. That is Speedy Wonder with a directional block. Okay, pack pulling away from themselves. They are about to get a failure to reform penalty if they don't start getting into the pack place.
That's right.
She has to let her go.
Johnny Crash pushed the action 20 feet in front, and Tenacious DS had to let her go, regretfully.
Oh, man.
There goes
That was pretty clean through on the inside.
Like a hot knife through butter. Johnny Crash is a skater we've been watching for a couple of years now, and it is just amazing to see how far she's come on. It looks like Finding Gory's got her number. Nope, she shakes her off with the help of a timely pick from a teammate. Will she get that last point?
She's got a few seconds to do it, and she does!
Fantastic maneuvering and great tenaciousness from Johnny Crash.
Bringing it to 59 to 46. We do have a penalty, though, against Team Bleach. That's Guillotina Belcher with an arms penalty.
On the whole, Evilly, I mean, knock on wood, this has been a pretty clean game.
Pretty much. I'm impressed.
Yep.
I mean, I'm always impressed.
We'll have to see
that's
how...
even more impressive.
Chublaka is always impressive, and she's your lead jammer for the white team.
We got less than 4 minutes before we have halftime. We're gonna have a quick 20-minute break. You can get some water. Chublaka up to the front, calls it off. Bringing in 4 points for Team Bleach.
I see Cute Brute sitting down once more for the pink team there.
Yep, she's in there with an arms penalty.
That is, by my unofficial count, that is her 4th penalty, Evilly, and you only get 7. On your 7th penalty, you are ejected from the game. Cute Brute's a real force on Team Sweaty, so they're going to want to keep her clean for the second half.
Yeah, they are. And that's Finding Gory, lead jammer, jamming for Team Sweaty. Pack being told, you gotta be here.
Skylar the Creator's out for pink, but Finding Gory is out for points.
Yeah, it looks like Revolution's taken out in that.
Big 4-point jam for Finding Gory and Team Sweaty.
Waiting for all the thumbs. Do we have all the thumbs?
I got 2. How many you got?
I got 2. I got a lot in the infield, though.
And another great move from Lil Sweetie, who's having a fantastic game to capture lead jammer for Team Bleach.
Yeah, they really want to hold on to that lead going into halftime. But you never know how the strategy is going to change for the opposing teams, or for each team after the halftime, when they have a little time to go over strategy. Nice 2-wall being put up by Team Sweaty.
That's right, Sirius Black and Blue has joined up with, looks like Diva Destruction. And they put up a huge amount of resistance to Lil Sweetie, stopping her in her tracks. There goes Firefox.
Yeah, she's out, but she's not the lead jammer.
But she's got a little bit of time to play with here. I spoke too soon. Little Sweetie wisely calling it off.
And we do have a penalty against Team Bleach with an arms penalty. That'd be Mojo Mayhem. Oh man, look at both of those jammers out of there fighting for it. Grim Burton, oh! It's almost like she was taunting her. Like, you are not going to catch me.
I don't think there's any almost about it there, Evely.
Well, she just might want to be clear. Like, I just want to make sure, you know, that you see that I'm trying to communicate with you that I'm about to call off this jam. Because communication is key, Trixie.
I've heard that.
Did you know that the inability to communicate is a manifestation of loneliness?
I did not know that, Evely.
Yeah, there you go.
I've learned something today. Tenacious DS has one more to beat, and she does it! But she had her eye on Johnny Crash, and she calls it off.
Smart move there. And is that it? Are we in halftime? We're in halftime, everybody. We'll see you back here in 20 minutes. halftime. We're going to be coming back here with 50 points on the board for Team Sweaty, 68 for Team Bleach. Make some noise, Los Angeles.
And let's kick off this half with another couple of shout outs to Johnny Crash. Go Johnny, go, go, go. Love from your mom and dad. Mom and Daddy Crash also want to give a huge thank you to all the coaches that made this camp happen this year.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to those coaches too. These skaters look really great out there. Some of them, I believe, didn't even know, had never been on track before this, so it's exciting to see them out there. I see Tenacious DS getting on the jam line for Team Sweaty. But it looks like it's Team Bleach. It's the first, oh, nope, not quite. She's trying to get through there. But it's Tenacious that's the one that's first out of the pack and the lead jammer.
Phoenix makes her way out of the pack. Both jammers are loose.
Who let the jammers loose?
Who let the jammers loose? And Tenacious DS had that inside line all day long. Calls it off, but did she do it in time?
It's always interesting coming into the second half to see what kind of strategy was going on in the locker room.
Yeah, you always wish you could be a fly on the wall in there, hearing the coaches talk about how they did in the first half, what they'd like to see more of in the second.
I have a few strategies, but I won't share them. And we do have a penalty against Phoenix. She's got an illegal block. And she's for Team Bleach, so they are down. Oh. We have a timeout being called.
That's her second illegal block as jammer.
We want to give a shout out to our doll repair team. Thank you to our amazing medical staff. If you're looking for a chiropractor or acupuncturist, please visit our team. They support the Derby Dolls all year long and are some of the best around. Check them out at derbydolls.com/doll-repair, doll-repair. Just go to derbydolls.com and you'll find the repair team out there. Seriously, they help our skaters all year round, and we couldn't live without them.
It means so much in games like this, especially with newer skaters, to know that we've got that medical help on tap. They're ready to deal with whatever may come their way.
Yes, and there's our EMTs, everybody. They have been here literally since the very first LA Derby Dolls official bout in 2005. They've been EMTs since before some of these girls were born. Or Derby Dolls EMTs before they were born.
TNT's got one more to beat at the front of the pack, and she does. She is out for a pink team.
Now it is important for Team Sweaty to come out strong in the second half. Obviously she's got an advantage because it is a power jam.
The name of the game in a power jam is pack control. If it's your power jam, you want to make the pack go as slow as possible so that your jammer can get around a lot and score a ton of points.
Now they're doing a good job of holding that pack, but that wall of white behind definitely make it a little bit difficult. And one of the blockers went into the infield. Not sure if that will be a penalty.
Jammer Chublaka was able to take her from the inside to the rail, and she does it again, stopping her dead at the front of that pack as time runs out.
9 points for Team Sweaty wearing pink. Bringing it to 64-68. We got a 4-point game, everybody. We also got Chublaka in the penalty box for Team Bleach. She's in there with a directional block.
Those power jams are so powerful, Evilly. That's why they call them that. And they can be the end of somebody's lead just like that.
Yeah. I mean, roller derby is an offensive and defensive played game. You're doing both at once. But when you have a power jam situation, one team can just play defense and one team can just play offense, and it makes a huge difference. Oh! Team Bleach passes up Team Sweaty. She caught her on the inside.
It's a bold move from Johnny Crash, who gets some more points and calls it off. Four points for the lead stealing Team Bleach. A hush falls over the crowd.
It's very exciting. I like that moment right before jam. Anything can happen. And right now, that's Bella Blitz. She is the lead jammer, jamming for Team Bleach. Coming up the friendly side of her team at the back.
She tells her blockers to go forward, break up that wall, and they do. To the tune of 2 points. 2 points for Team Sweaty. For Team Sweaty, how many for Team Bleach? I thought they were lead. Evil, I'm not keeping track of things. It must be the heat.
No, it's 2 and 2. She entered the pack right behind her.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Chicken noodle swoop. Where's the star for Team Bleach? And Revolution jams for Team Sweaty. Chicken Noodle Swoop found her spot and she dove through it. She comes out of that pack with a quickness.
We got a very determined pack there, doing their best to hold back Team Sweaty's jammer.
Chublaka held most of the pack up opened up that inside line, but Firefox met Chicken Noodle Swoop at the front. Holds her back and then has to let her go. Team Sweaty has passed the star.
Oh, we got a star pass, that's right. You can pass the star, the jammer star, to the pivot. The pivot's the one with the helmet cover, that's a stripe.
That's right, she gives the star to the pivot puts it on, and the pivot becomes the jammer. Heads up play from Team Sweaty.
And that was a Chicken Noodle Swoop doing a nice little bump into Finding Gory. Little collision there.
Chicken Noodle Swoop with a low block on the side, ×2. She's gonna be sitting down for 2 low blocks.
Or is that because of star, because she's the jammer? All right, well anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a power jam. One team on the floor, one jammer on the floor, one team that can score, and that is Team Sweaty in pink. Instead of pretty in pink, it's Sweaty in pink.
This is a big opportunity for the Sweaty and Pinks.
Yeah, I mean, we got 66 to 80, advantage Team Bleach.
Looks like Serious Black and Blue is going to be jamming for this one. She fakes high, cuts low, and she's out of there. Tons of time left on the clock. This could be a big jam.
And you can see right there, Team Sweaty, look at them holding the core of that pack and holding back one of the blockers from the white team, Guillotine Belcher, excuse me, so that they can control the core of that pack and the speed of it, making it much easier for their jammer to get multi-scoring passes.
And she does. Mojo and Sweet Baby Rage are doing all they can to stop her at the front of the pack, but they're no match for those head fakes and quick feet.
Oh man, she's having some great side-to-side movement.
She's got 10 seconds left. Can she put any more on this jam?
It's gonna be a big one.
And she does it! Huge points up on the board for Serious Black and Blue, and Team Sweaty give it up for the pink team.
20 points, and they take the lead. Team Sweaty, 86 to 80. Although we did have a penalty against the little sweetie of Team Bleach. She's got a directional block. Wow. That was definitely a game-changing jam right there.
I'll say evenly, and now Team Sweaty is right back in it. But Team Bleach does not take long to answer. Phoenix breaks out of that pack and is lead jammer for white.
Yeah, Phoenix making quick work of the track. And right through up on the high side.
You know, it's all about that awareness, Evilly. It's so hard to pay attention to playing defense, playing offense, and oh yeah, trying to keep your feet on wheels on a slanted surface. But you gotta know where those jammers are all the time.
People say they know how to multitask. I say, play derby and then tell me if you know how to multitask.
Just as Revolution got into scoring position.
I was going to say, she was right there to get in the point scoring position. So close.
But that pressure that she put on is what caused that jam to be called off. So even though she didn't get any points, she prevented the jam from carrying on, and that's just as important.
And we got a tied game, everybody, 86 to 86. This is exciting.
I know, I love the camp game. And it's such a culmination for all the skaters. They work so hard all week in this terrible heat we've been having. It's great that they get to pay it off with such an exciting game of roller derby.
And we want to thank everybody who is here today, cheering them on.
Speedy Wonder, lead jammer, pink Team Sweaty.
Yeah, she is. She's not liking this tied game thing. She wants to change that. She'd like to change it quickly. Coming up behind Mojo Mayhem.
Black and Blueberry Pie went on defense briefly, but now she's turned on the O again and she's broken out of the pack.
Yeah, she's out. She's like, I am not going to be a point. You will not pass me. And Speedy Wonder calls out the jam.
Yeah, see, and again, that's the importance of that pressure from the trailing jammer. She's got to keep working, even if she thinks she can't make any points. She's got to stop that jam.
And we do have a penalty against Team Sweaty with a directional block. That is TNT. 2-point game now as Pink Team takes the lead, 88 to 86.
Guillotina Belcher very quick to get out of that pack.
I wish Tara Armoff was here to see Guillotina Belcher.
Great name, great skater, and she gets 5 great points on her way through. 34 seconds left on the jam clock. She's got plenty of time to tick up some more.
Yeah, she definitely has a chance. She's bringing the lead back for Team Bleach.
Another full pull from Guillotina Belcher, who seems intent on single-handedly answering that pink team power jam. Team Sweaty passes the star. Pink Poison's now your jammer, but Guillotina Belcher scores again.
14 points. 14 points for Team Bleach, and they take the lead 100. They hit the century mark, 100 to 88. With less than 3 minutes until we have our quick third quarter break. Fast game.
See, the problem with knocking everybody over like Cute Brute does is that then you have to hop over them to keep going.
Yes, but we teach that. How to jump over people. They still teach that, right? I haven't,
oh yeah,
skated in a long
and
time.
Cute Brute actually started life as an ice skater, so she's got her jumps and has had her jumps for years and years.
You know, I was learning ice skating when Derby came up in 2003, and I was like, You know, I'm a much better roller skater than I am an ice skater. I think I'll join roller derby. To block it in the penalty box with the directional block for Team Bleach. You know, since I've been with the league now for 16 years, I have been in roller derby since before pretty much every girl out there was born. I feel really old.
Well, yeah, but think about this, Evilly. If you just kept ice skating, think how good you would be by now.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'd be a 50-year-old wonder on skates, I'm sure.
Johnny Crash fighting it out at the front, and she escapes.
Yeah, she's really good.
Johnny Crash has come on strong this camp bout, but Pink Poison has got something to say about that herself.
Little Sweetie at the back is about to drop in on her, but she was just too quick for her. Being introduced to the infield there by Firefox. Hello, here's the infield. Would you like to meet it?
A pleasure to meet you, infield. Great block from Firefox, but really canny call-off from Johnny Crash, calling it off at the last minute just before she exited the track. Tough jammer matchup we've seen before today. It's 3D Grim Burton for Team Bleach up against Serious Black and Blue, who's already out of the pack.
Yeah, she's got her stride on. That is for sure. But I tell you, Grim Burton's got a lot of determination. Oh! I thought she was going to go over that thing for a second.
I think TNT thought that too. One point off of that very exciting jam for Team Bleach.
And this looks like this will be the last jam of the third quarter, and then we'll have a quick 5-minute break. We do have a stopping penalty against Team Sweaty, by the way. I guess this was, what, TNT? Yes. Yes, we'll have a 5-minute break before our fourth and final quarter here in Dollhalla, the home of your Los Angeles Derby Dolls. And thank you all for coming out on this very sweaty afternoon.
Don't forget to get your official Derby Doll gear at our merch booth located by the big roll-up doors.
Yeah, you're not going to leave here without a shirt and stuff. You're going to regret it if you don't buy some stuff.
And that's the end of the third quarter. We go into the last quarter of this game. 106 Team Bleach, 90 for Team Sweaty.
more. I also want to give a shout out to everybody watching us on the Derby Dolls Facebook page, on Facebook Live right now, especially a truck driving Kimmy who's currently hauling 38,000 pounds of Subway bed from Connecticut to Houston, Texas. Hello, truck driving Kimmy. I'm watching on Facebook Live. It is 94 to 106. That's not the temperature, that's the score.
And anyone who knows what Subway bid is, please text your announcing team.
Subway bread. Oh, Subway bread.
Bread?
Subway bread.
Oh, I thought you said Subway bed. I figured it was, construction materials. I don't know.
Subway bread. I'm just dreaming of carbs right now. All right. Team Bleach is out front. Phoenix is your lead jammer. Now, because they're out, obviously the pack is adjusting its strategy for
That's
how
right.
they can hold her back.
Sweet Home Alabama is instructing Team Bleach to get points. And Phoenix is complying.
I'll tell you, Firefox, though, really didn't want to let her go.
Well, Firefox is like that. When she sees an opposing jammer, she wants to stop them. If you have questions about roller derby, look for the beautiful lady with the sign that says, "Talk Derby to me." She's wearing a white and black checkered shirt and she's waving that sign.
That's right, that's Diana Ross, everybody. Diana Ross is here to answer any of your derby questions. No, really, wave her down. She'll come up, she'll hang out with you, she'll explain stuff to you. She's a really nice person. We used to work together.
She knows a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff.
And right now we have a timeout being called.
That's right, as Phoenix goes to the box for a low block. I want to take this opportunity on behalf of Doomsdaisy and everybody who was involved in roller derby camp this year to thank our trainers, Jaeger, Bell, Viv, Namasle, Sweetie, and Enforcer Wobie for helping out at camp this week. Lots of thanks to Junior Ryettes, Karma, Betty, Cute Brute, Boss, TNT, Grim, and Rage for helping to assist and conducting workshops at camp. Skaters helping skaters, you love to see it. Thank you to Demolition for bringing the party to camp and inspiring our skaters with LA's history. We love you. And of course, thank you to Chada and Creamer for holding down camp all week long and creating a great experience for our campers. Let's have a big hand for everyone involved in putting this camp on and making it a huge success.
Woo!
Thank you.
By the way, this is a challenge going on. It might be a challenge over the penalty against Phoenix, because if she's in the penalty box for this jam, it's going to make it a power jam.
We also want to take a second to say thanks and hello to everybody out there watching us on YouTube right now. Smash that like and subscribe. See, now I'm an influencer. Do I sound like an influencer?
You influence my heart. Just kidding.
Teresa Malta wants to say hi to Ava Malta from Mommy, Alec, and Taylor.
Aww. Remind everyone to go to derbydolls.com for all your exciting roller derby action, information, merch. Check out all kinds of stuff on there. Find out when our next game is. Make sure you come and see one of our adult bouts sometime. They're a lot of fun. And again, don't forget to buy some merch on your way out. We've got all kinds of exciting stuff. Merch booth is right over there where you see t-shirts on the wall. You're going to regret it if you don't get one.
At the close of this match, we need to clear the building. We need to clear the building as quickly as possible. So please collect your skaters and meet them outside and get the heck out of the room. We don't wish to be inhospitable.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
But we are going to stay here for another 14 minutes or so. We got to see who wins this game. You wouldn't want to leave now, Evilee, after all this excitement. Oh, Coach Sweetie's mad, you guys! Coach Sweetie lost her challenge and stomps her way back to the Team Bleach bench. She's just kidding though, y'all. You know, Derby Camp is about more than just gameplay. It's about teamwork, it's about friendship. If you have a second, I know I told you all to leave, but come and see this wall where they talk about their goals for the week, the guidelines, have fun, sprinkle kindness like confetti, all of that good stuff. We love to see it. We love to see those skaters out there.
All right, we have a power jam, everybody. One jam on the floor, one team that can score. They are wearing pink and they are Team Sweaty, and they are down by 12 points. Now we've seen some really big power jams, but right now she is having a really hard time getting by Grim Burton and Chu Blaka.
That's right, they just weren't giving her any room to work with, and Chu Blaka's still at it. She's driven her into her teammate Sweetie. Diva Destruction is doing a great job trying to evade, and she does it! She's still got about half a jam left to make some points.
I like seeing the communication in the pack right now. Oh no, she didn't! There is a lot of aggression going on in that pack at this moment.
She came in pretty hot into the back of Little Sweetie. We're gonna have to see if anything comes of that.
That might be a back blocking penalty, I couldn't tell. Well, actually, I might tell, but it's not my job.
And the star's been passed, but the time's run out. Now, you don't get points for jammers that you pass by holding the star. The jammer's hips have to pass that jammer. And that leaves us with a total of 4 points. 4 points for Team Sweaty. They break the century mark. It's 102-110 with 12 minutes and 23 seconds left, but Diva Destruction is sitting in the box.
We got Chu Blakas in the penalty box. She's got a directional block. Oh, wow, we've got 2 different penalties against Series Black and Blue. A directional block and another one, but my old lady eyes can't read.
It's another directional block.
Another directional block. But the main thing is that our jammer is in there. Their jammer's in there, so we've got a power jam, everybody. Come on.
Dangerous situation for the pink team, Evilie.
It is. They were trying to get their lead back. But with a power jam advantage for Team Bleach wearing white, with Johnny Crash jamming. Yep. Now she comes up against the pink wall, but they are out, way far out of the pack. The pack is back there. They're getting failure to reform penalties, I'm sure. I mean, I'm not gonna place money on it, but I'm guessing. Oh, clean through, because the pink skaters, they can't go back to the pack. They have to wait for the pack to catch up with them.
Yeah, what you're seeing here is that the pack is in the back there with Revolution and Mojo Mayhem, Skylar the Creator. That's where the pack is, and as long as they're back there, those pink blockers out front can't do a thing to help.
Yeah, see, that was a big disadvantage by going that far out of the pack, unfortunately, for them.
$15 points for Team Bleach.
And we do have a blocking out of play penalty, and that would go for Finding Gory. That's because she blocked when she was too far away from the pack. Sweet Baby Rage jamming for Team Bleach. Looked like she was going to get into lead jammer position, but she is now being held back. Nice wall being put up there by Team Bleach. Oh, she makes through on the high side, but Cute Brute is out of the pack as well.
Yeah, what you saw there basically was all of pink trying to stop white and all of white trying to stop pink, all at the same time. Cupid steals the lead, but will she be able to keep it? I can't tell because there's a bunch of people standing in front of me.
They're in our blind spot.
Firefox's dad, would you please stand away from the rail? Thank you.
You're in trouble, dude.
Where's the penalty box?
Firefox's dad's going to the penalty box.
The penalty box is you have to clean up afterwards.
Ooh, nobody wants that.
Finding Gore jamming for Team Sweaty, out in lead.
Such a quick escape for Finding Gore. She just slid through the seams in that pack.
Just some great positional blocking up there.
Firefox and Pink Poison holding it down at the front of the pack. White Jammer has not been able to escape, but Finding Gory gets a full pull, and she's out hunting for more.
Yeah, Pink team needs this. I mean, with 9 minutes left in the game, you know, we saw that 20-point power jam. Things can change very quickly.
Time is ticking down for the Pink team.
Oh, I hear knees. And it looked like they were trying to do a helmet pass, cover pass.
That's
Throw
right,
pass.
the star went to Phoenix, but she was unable to escape the pack and put it on, so.
8 points for Team Sweaty. Bringing it to 111 to 125.
Black and Blueberry Pie is hopping and bopping in that blocker box. And after a little bit of psych out before the whistle,
You gotta have fun with it.
Sirius Black and Blue escapes the pack. Guillotina Belcher still knocking on that back door. She finds her way through. But Team Bleach is positively swarming that Pink Jammer.
Yeah, holding her in there pretty tight. Four points for the Pink team.
Tenacious DS jams for Team Sweaty. Mojo Mayhem for Team Bleach. Empty penalty boxes.
I like that.
Despite the exchange of power gems, it's been a fairly penalty-free second half.
Oh, you just jinxed it, Trixie.
Oh no!
Mojo Mayhem. Eye in the back of that pack.
And Mojo gets her full pull just as Tenacious DS escapes the pack.
You know, a lot of times during a game, you see people get more tired towards the end. I think these girls are actually getting faster by the end.
I'm getting more tired just watching them. Nine points for Mojo Mayhem and Team Bleach, extending their lead to 134-115 with 6 minutes left in the game.
And we do have a penalty against the Pink team with a legal procedure. That's Pink Poison.
Looks like there's a little confusion on the Pink team, but
They'll work it out.
Pink Poison eventually reports to the box, and Firefox comes down, leaving Pink with just 3 blockers in this jam.
Oh man, look at that wall being put up there. That was pretty incredible.
They're putting up strong resistance, but Shoe Blocker rolls off to the low, and she escapes.
Yeah, TNT did a really good job there, holding her as long as she could.
Speedy Wonder heads for her assist. TNT wriggles her way through a hard-fighting pack and picks up
4 points.
4 points. I thought it was 4 points. I just didn't want to say.
We have to wait for permission.
Otherwise, we get in trouble.
Less than 5 minutes in this game.
Coach Yeager personally delivers that pivot stripe to Finding Gory.
All right, little sweetie. Oh, almost clear to the front, runs into one of her own skaters. She sees that opposing jammer coming up behind her. She knows what's about to happen, and she calls it off before Firefox can pass her.
Firefox was just eating up the track. Very good call up from little Sweetie, excuse me. She's a speedy little sweetie, that's why I said it wrong.
Is it just me, or does Johnny Crash kind of remind me of Little Rags? Oh, wow. That was quick getting out of there. Serious black and blue.
Yeah, she's off like a shot. Pink team holds back Bella Blitz for a second, but she escapes too.
Having those 3 zeros in the back comes with a lot of responsibility, since I was also a member of the Great Demand Riot.
Team Bleach deployed that defensive swarm once more. Managed to hold Pink team to just 3 points on that jam.
Revolution coming up to jam for Team Sweaty.
And there's Johnny Crash on the line for Bleach.
Tight pack.
I think Johnny was having more trouble with her own defenders than she was with the opposing team there. She makes it to the front, almost gets knocked down by the pink wall, but she's out of there.
That was a pretty good wall they had going on there.
It really was, but Johnny Crash has been having a spectacular game today.
We'll be having an MVP thing at the end of this, correct? I don't know. Does anyone tell us anything?
No one
we
tells
tell you things. That's how it works. Okay, we have definitely got a little split pack situation going on here.
The pack is in the front, so those skaters in the back, if they're more than 20 feet back, they have to stop blocking and rejoin the pack and get within the engagement zone. Otherwise, they court blocking out of play penalties.
So it looks like sweep to let Johnny's showing them, like, until you get in there, you can't do anything until you're back in the pack.
Under 2 minutes to go in this game.
Cute Brute coming out lead.
You know, and this has been the story all night, Eva Lee. Pink seems to get those walls, but they're not able to hold them, and those black jammers just keep on escaping.
Well, Sweet Baby Rage entering in the pack. Not sure if she got into a point scoring position. You know, I mean, it's pretty incredible. Some of these girls, I mean, obviously they're campers. Many of them, this is their first time ever skating roller derby. To learn the whole teamwork of working in a pack with your blockers, you know, it takes some time. So they're doing a really incredible job.
Yeah, we love to see the skaters developing that teamwork over the week. We love to see it all pay off today. We've got just about 1 minute left to go in this game. At the end of the game, we invite you to come on down and give a high five to your favorite skaters as they skate a victory lap.
Yes.
That's after the final jam.
Mojo Mayhem into the pack, calls it off.
We've got 35 seconds left, and that means we've got time for one more jam. In the final jam of the game, if the team in the lead commits no penalties, they win. However, if the team that's behind commits no penalties and the team in the lead does commit a penalty, we'll have one more jam. So after this jam ends, keep your eyes on Metallic Kyle in the white helmet, and he will either call for one more jam or award the game to the winning team.
Sirius Black and Blue, lead jammer.
The game clock has run out, but this jam will continue until the jam clock runs out or until the lead jammer calls it off.
Very important to skate clean during this jam. She calls it off and she sees the opposing jammer come up. And now we wait a minute to make sure there was no penalties and that was indeed the last jam. 2 points for Team Sweaty. And one more reminder, after we do the victory laps and you get your hand slaps, then we do need to clear out the building as quickly as possible. So you're gonna have to go. But we thank you for coming.
And that's the game. Your winners, the white team, Team Bleach. Come on down and give him a hand, folks.
Now you have permission to go up there, Mr. Firefox.
Bella Blitz, Grim Burton, Skylar the Creator, Little Sweetie, Guillotina Belcher, Phoenix, Sweet Baby Range, Chicken Noodle Swoop, Black and Blueberry Pie, Mojo Mayhem, Johnny Crash, Indy Slamma Jones, and Chublaka. Manager of Team Bleach's Karma, bench coach, Sweet Home Alabama. Congratulations one more time for Team Bleach.
And fighting the good fight and doing it really well. Let's give it up for Team Sweaty, everybody. That's right, Team Sweaty, Cute Brute, Firefox, Speedy Wonder, Revolution, Shreddy Mercury, Finding Gory, Ghost, Diva Destruction, TNT, Sirius Black and Blue, Tenacious DS, Pink Poison, and of course the manager, Betty Bombshell, and bench coach, Jaeger Bomb. We want to thank our EMTs, our doll repair team, Track Monkeys, and Rad Crew. We want to give a very special thank you to our enforcers today. And of course, a huge, huge thank you to everyone part of Junior Derby Dolls and the Derby Dolls camp. And a big thank you to all of you who came out here to support this. Of course, thank you to our DJ MacBook Pro. And